Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Disc and Deals coverage. Round 2, front 9 of the second annual Foxtail Farm Championship. I'm Lucas Deal, joined by the man himself, Foxtail Farm owner, Mr. Cooper Arnold. This is Foxtail Deal commentary. Thanks for being here again, Coop.
Oh, can't wait to see what we got in store today.
Yeah, because you're going to be on the card. But first, some shout-outs are in order. Tournament Director, Michael Kruger. Catch Cam is by Brandon Knopf, Matt Jenkins on the course prep, and our sponsors, BKS Artisan Ales, Tech Disc. We got Dynamic Disc Kansas City, Kevin Simpson, Bob Goodwin, Quentin Shaw, Dan Bells, and our title sponsor of the coverage, Under Par Apparel Company. And let's see who we got on the card today. Shooting the hot round, Cody Zirkle out of Topeka, Kansas, shouting out the Groove Shack in Topeka, and look at that.
Ooh.
John Jones, you saw him the first round. You're going to see Bones again. Fake Twisted Tea sponsor, and a Heiser putter. Jose Ossa out of Blue Springs. Been doing more flying recently than playing disc golf, but he made it out, and you're going to watch his disc fly today. And Cooper Arnold, it's you, Cooper.
Hey, it's me.
Look at that sponsor, Foxtail Farm.
Yeah, it's always someone you can sponsor yourself, right?
That's right. Take us into hole 1 and the conditions today.
Boy, couldn't be much more opposite. Instead of the no wind to slight south wind, we have a fierce north wind, which means that getting across the out of bounds portion from landing zone 1 here into landing zone 2 will be interesting. This hole went from I think the 4th hardest on the first day to the 1st hardest today. It's averaging 1.12 over par. This is something where you guys are taking 8s on it because you're not clearing back in. You're going to have to throw from landing zone 1 again. There's no drop zone to save you here. So it's really the priority here is on survive. You want to move forward and get to landing zone 2.
We're live on the box for the 12:45.
You get a 1, sorry, a 1. You get a 4, you get a 5, heck, even a 6. You're not out of it by any stretch.
Yep.
And Cody had quite a heater. Yeah, MK. Thank you, MK.
MK with the announcement of Cody. Cody starting off with just a little drop.
Yeah, he's playing the short shot right here, which I think can be real beneficial today because he's not having to throw into the teeth of it the way the guys who are throwing longer are going to have to. He's able to throw with a little bit more of a left shoulder crosswind and throw straight at it.
And Bones going his same play, Destroyer.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Brandon's first time doing catch cam. He really helped out because Kendra was not feeling well. So thank you, Brandon.
Ossa.
But you're going to see him really kind of get up to speed in the first couple of holes.
Oh, I thought he did great there. I appreciate him coming out. Jose's playing the straighter, shorter shot, and he's getting on the side hill of that dam, which is
4 under par after the
that's
first
going to be a
round.
tough one.
Cooper Arnold.
Yep. And here you are, Coop.
Here I am.
What
Here's
are you
the hole
ripping on?
This is a Destroyer. Yeah, this is one I throw the long shot here, and I mean I designed the hole to be played. You want to throw the short and then the long, and I just would rather throw long here and go over the top on my second. Don't want to be that far right, especially with this much wind though. That's a real panicky way to start the course.
Yeah,
that disc is more stable than that too. It shouldn't have gone that far right. Big forehand here. Just gets it over the ragweed.
Cloudbreaker.
I think he ended up good over there. Yeah.
Yeah, he was safe. We didn't get to see him come in.
Mm-hmm. And this is a choice for Jose. It's not one you. Oh boy, this is a veteran move. It takes a lot to throw that shot right there, but knowing that uphill run up to deal with that, there's a good chance he doesn't clear, and he's opening up at 8-9. Big forehand from there. Oh yeah, gets it.
Yeah, and he ended up safe.
Stay safe over there.
Tucked in on the right-hand side.
Yeah, you see the top of those willows really just whipping up there too. This is Bones is throwing almost straight headwind, maybe slight left headwind here. Throwing the big turnover roller. This is the one he went out of bounds with yesterday. I think that's that Roadrunner again.
And that wind did not let it pan out. It died. I think you guys gave him the spot up there, though.
Yeah, he cleared. He hit the top of that tree and rolled back. We had a pretty good look at it. So normally I'd be throwing something real flippy here, and instead I'm throwing an understable Firebird because of how much wind is up there. Out of my hand, I didn't think that was going to work very good, but
that was
came in pretty good.
A wonderful shot.
Went from trying to survive to having a birdie chance.
Yep. And after the LB stroke, he's there, and flew past a little bit. Good shot, though.
Yeah, and we gave him the advancement on that because we saw him hit the top of that tree too, and those trees are all on the inbound side. We had a good mark on where it went. Yeah,
there was a spotter on the other side, so that's good call out by you to have someone there.
Yeah, you almost have to here. Oh boy, Cody's going to want that one back. You want it, especially with this green and how windy it is. You want to be closer than that. Okay,
nice.
Jose got it. Yeah. Boy, this is all of 30 feet, and I'm terrified. You can see how that wind's kind of whipping. I feel like it should be straight over my shoulder, and it feels almost a little bit like it's coming at my head. And
oh yeah, the wind just killed it.
Yep, I got it nose down instead of trusting that it was doing what it did, and it slammed it, and I'm happy because it stayed where it was.
Exactly. I mean, leaving with the 4 today, you're taking strokes on folks.
Absolutely. That's a great putt. As short as that was, that's a great putt. I mean, almost into the teeth of the wind. That's one. It's a little above you got to throw it up into the wind, and if you hit any bit of that basket and it doesn't get, you're going to catch and roll 35 feet, 40 feet away.
Yeah, nothing feels good today. You could even see how that one went in.
That was, yeah, Jose puts a little nose down, and that just like jammed it down, and he got over the cage. Made it, and that's all that matters. You get into this championship Sunday. I mean, for an unsanctioned tournament, we're playing for serious cash here too. Winner's taking home $1,500. We all want this guy.
Absolutely. Couple birdies, couple pars.
Yeah, and so this hole's not going to change too much for difficulty's sake, day over day. Tailwind here can make it a little bit more challenging. It's maybe a tail right left, and so if you like to throw kind of a flip up like I want to do, it makes getting the flip right a little bit more challenging. But yeah, I think a good play here probably today would be honestly just laying close and trying to make the big putt, but keeping to move on. I doubt any of us are going to try to do it, but we'll see what happens. I know I won't because I never lay up here, but you're supposed to.
We're going to have a logic out of Cody. He's got basically a full Discmania bag.
Okay.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think he was Snucko B. I think he was throwing it, got slammed on him, it looked like.
Yeah, I think it was super close.
And I'm throwing an old broken pig here. Normally I'd throw an MD3, but like I said, I was worried about getting my flip right. And this one, if I hammer it on a hyzer, I can usually get it to stand up straight. Didn't quite stand up enough.
And OB left?
Just barely fell out of bounds, yeah. So I'm going to have to go to the drop zone there.
Dang.
Which you should be able to get, you can still make it save a 3. You should be able to at least get a 4 out of it. Bones is throwing a hex.
Yep, same hex as yesterday. And
slides on the bridge and hits the rocks. Oh, his height was just a little off there.
Man, as a course designer, do you love to see it?
Oh, yes. Yeah, you do. I love to see that. I think the right play is laying up and nobody's doing it. I mean, like I said, I'm not even doing it.
Jose with AVR.
And he misses high. That's the better miss there because the canopy usually drops you safe. And if you hit the right kind of elevator type shot, you're coming down onto the green really nice and soft. So I think that's the pro miss there for Jose is just miss high if you're going to miss. You can still make that putt. You can still get your 3. And we got 3 drop zones in a row, I think.
Yep. Jose has a cool little nose up lofty bid from distance that I really like to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, band.
Healthy try.
What do you put with?
These are wizards. That was soft the whole way. Yeah, that's a swirly glow wizard, and I've got like a hemp rubber blend is my other one. I don't usually putt. Usually it's the swirly guy.
Oh, the left side.
Mm-hmm.
And then just some comebacks for everyone here.
Yeah. This is well inside the circle, maybe 20, 22 feet, something like that. Soft the whole way. That's I can tell you from I know exactly why I missed that one. It's because I missed the first one so bad. That's one
Yeah.
where you can't get your head on straight sometimes, and you're presented with that putt. It's a difference in a round. You make the first putt, you make that one, and then you start feeling good with it. And if not, you got to scramble and try to find it. That's a good little putt there. One you got to make, but good on Jose for gaining strokes on folks there.
No doubt. A little high, but
yeah, even that one.
Bones.
It was still on the heart though. That's what you got to do. If you're gonna miss it high on the heart.
Double for you and a bogey for Cody.
Mm-hmm. That short little guy. Let me see what it was. Oh, 10th hardest, right in the middle, and the lead card really messed that one up. Hole 3 here shouldn't change too much for difficulty. No, it stayed about the 17th, just averaging about par. This left-right wind that we're going to be facing is mostly going to be blocked by the tree line on the creek. You're going to see it a little bit more the closer you get to the basket, but really by that point your disc is going to be almost to the ground and not be nearly as wind affected. Really shouldn't change much on this one. This is one that all of us are still wanting to get real bad because it's not going to get any easier from here. I will say that you probably notice it more on the green. You get your putts up there on the green, and you're starting to have some challenge, some thoughts about whether or not you should be putting with that slope there. Jose tickles the right side,
hits a tree and goes OB in the littlest area.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't know it yet, but yeah.
That's protecting a little flower garden I got going with my girls. But that's how you do it. Is you don't usually throw a drive that just ends up there. You hit that cedar on the right, and it kills your speed and puts you into it.
Yeah.
Cody's going to have a decision back there. That'd probably be one I might think about just sitting under and moving on.
So this is the same pilot.
Boy, see how much those trees are moving around up there.
Yeah.
That gap's wiggling on us.
It looks pretty tasty.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Yeah, almost sneaks into the CTP, not quite maybe.
I think he ends up taking it.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. It was close. And then I'm throwing that pig again. This is another one I switch pig or MD3 depending. I just felt like I was hitting high hyzers good, and that pig usually works well on a hyzer. That's a good shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just a little longer than you'd like to leave it, but definitely something you'd take that drive every day. Jose gave kind of layup, but he also kind of looked like he was running frisky. Oh, he's upset about that one. I would be too if I wasn't planting flowers there. It probably wouldn't be out of bounds, but just can't have people walking in it.
Oh,
that is a big try.
Yeah,
that was a gutsy bid from back there. Yeah, that one gets fast on you really quickly. So I should have a tailwind here. Just a little soft left side chains. That one was almost it. Almost found the stroke. And then that was the straight headwind comeback, which is fun.
Yeah, on an elevated basket, the worst.
Yeah, especially you not found your putter yet in the round, and then you got to make that coming back. You start seeing demons or something. There you go.
Yeah. Cody was lucky to hit something being that aggressive.
He's not penalized for the aggression, and I like that. If you're gonna try to make a putt, try to make a putt. Yeah, Bones did get it.
Yeah, he's looking at it. Jose's going to help him, but we're going to have a Disc and Deals double take.
Nice.
With this sweet shot out of Bones. He fixed his height from the day before, got a lot higher.
That's just a beautiful shot and a great disc selection too. I think that pilot's got the exact right stability for him to hit it through there, and it's not going to go too far on him, and it's not flippy, it's not stable, it's just exactly right for him. Now we go to hole 4, which was the easiest hole on the day yesterday, and today is the 9th hardest, so it's right in the middle of the pack. So it's changed quite a bit just with this north wind. I think the biggest difference is that you're going to have a lot harder time setting the roller down on it. That headwind just makes it harder to set it down the way you want to. If you're throwing the left side forehand, it makes it harder because you got to get it up in the air over the grass and trees. Even scrambling through here, most of this is going to be relatively wind blocked, but you can still sort of feel it, and you have to think about it some. So it just makes that scramble just a little bit touchier for you.
Yeah, the wind makes this hole so much harder, and I will also say there's not going to be all of those people like you saw in the drone.
No, they were just out having a fun day of golf. Yeah, you see how much that puffed up in the air and then slammed down?
Yeah, and he's going to be somewhere on the right-hand side.
He's right over on the Roots Course 4T pad. We've got a par 54 layout out here too, and he's right on that. And if you're on those, that's usually a good thing, because it means there's a fairway there. It's like 240, kind of an elevator shot straight at it, so he has opportunities to advance. Cody trying the roller too.
Yep, FD1 roller.
Yeah, that wind's just pushing him way right. He's hemmed up a little bit over there. And I'd like to throw roller here, but I forgot my roller at Eagles Crossing, and I haven't found one I've liked since. So I'm just throwing an air shot with a destroyer. Just a little overcooked. Yesterday, without the headwind, that same disc went past the creek. OB, it was about pin high left and long.
Wow.
But it's just a matter of, you get a headwind, and that makes that punchy shot real challenging. I like that line from Jose.
Yeah, that was good.
That lower shot right there, it's still overturned a little bit. He still runs into the stump some on it, but I think that's probably about how he got the eagle on it yesterday, was throwing that kind of like not big sky shot, doesn't hit and take a bunch of juice out. It gets into the ground and still has a lot of momentum in it. Yeah, if Bones was up on that tee pad, he'd be real happy. Just being a little bit behind it is a little bit more challenging.
Yeah, and he turned it just a little bit much. What's this pink thing?
This is a machete.
Oh.
This is I'm trying to get to the top if it works. Like basically
look
where
at this roll.
I was wondering how it got here, because I was trying to throw basically where it landed and then just be able to chip up, because that's not a spot you try to get a birdie from. But it just got a good little fortunate roll right there.
Look at you. The course given back to you for all you've done for it.
It giveth and it taketh away sometimes.
Oh.
That's an awkward shot to have to try to make right there.
Yeah, it was a pig.
Couldn't tell if he yanked that one a little more than he wanted, or if that was the line he was hoping for. Sometimes when you're on that real weird, long stretch out, it's hard to hit the release point right. I don't think he's going to be unhappy about it, but...
No. Oh, it's got to turn more. I don't remember if that found OB or not. I don't think he did.
Yeah, I didn't see the graphic pop up. I think he might have stayed safe. Can't recall. This is where this hole starts getting a little bit touchy, because you can make this shot. He slipped a little bit on the leaves.
Still him.
He's throwing one of his gummy guys here.
Yep. Interceptor. So you know he's running it. Let's see what happens. I don't think that thing has been less than 5 feet.
No. he ought to start throwing that off the tee if that's what it's going to do every time. Jose, this is a putt you can try to make if you want to. He's trying to come in at a good angle and just stay close on it.
Oh,
got a little close on it. That's a good way to bid it. Oh, I think I do recall. I think he was across over there now that I see where he's at. I remember seeing his disc over there. It shot pretty far across.
Okay, so he was OB.
Yeah, he was OB there. I remember that one now. Whoa, yeah, put that one back there, Jose.
Got real aggressive.
He was trying to be fancy with his drop there, and pretty much all the putts down here, if you get on that wall, you're going to want to make them, especially on the left side. You get a little bit further back towards that bridge, and then this locust tree that's in the foreground is going to be a challenge for you. But really, the green is, you get down to this green, you pretty much want every putt down here. And there's a birdie.
There you go.
You get a lucky birdie sometimes. I think I said it in the last time we went through this. This is my favorite hole out here. This green it's a lot of fun to throw shots on, throw skip shots down to, try to make putts from the top, and it's just a real fun hole to play because it's just kind of a different challenge every time.
Yeah, so I gave him the bogey. I just didn't give him the OB stroke.
Yeah, yep.
All right, and John taking the bogey as well.
Yeah, he's unhappy about that slip back there. He probably, that third shot, he really wanted to get down and close, and he just kind of slid. Yeah, so this one, this is where it almost feels like a headwind. This section of holes through here, we're down in a valley in Foxtail, and this is part of the valley, where it swirls back here, just in this tree line that comes around the whole edge of 5, 6, 7, 8. You can really, it feels like every hole can be a headwind sometimes, even though it isn't. So this is one that gets real touchy on you really quickly, especially because you really want to, most of the time, throw that straight flip up, straight shot. I'm throwing this MD3 here. Just want to hit it as hard as I can and dead straight. And boy, you get wind acting on you and you're not sure if it's going to do it. You miss it left, you're in trouble. You overturn right, you're in trouble. Can't see where that guy got to.
Pretty good. Just low.
Yeah, just low. That's a common miss for me here, that because it's a punching shot like that, if you don't commit to the height on it, and I was probably scared about the wind too, keep it under the wind and punch through it.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Jose is throwing a TL here, even though let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the TL.
It was a TL, and he was thinking it was the T-bird, and he instantly goes to his bag and realizes he threw the wrong disc. That's when you know you haven't been playing a lot of disc golf.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's one, especially with how finicky this hole can be, that little bit of TL against T-bird 3 or whatever it was can be a huge difference.
That one looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Slide down there. Yeah, Bones should be putt. No, that's a great shot.
That was a rock out of him.
Nice. Yeah, that's a beautiful shot. Yeah, forehand here plays pretty nicely. Should be fighting the wind really good.
Yeah, and Cody's got such a good one. Oh, with that one.
Overcooked.
Yep.
This is a tough scramble. This is touchy, touchy, touchy. Being up on that mound over there, you try to set it real close. Just inside there, slides up. That's beautifully done. That's an excellent save right there.
That was the drop.
Even where Jose's at right here. A little bit right.
Oh, nothing coming in hot.
He caught and rolled a little bit, yeah. That's what can happen if you're don't hit the pace right or don't land on the right angle here. It can just give you that little bit of chance to roll. You really want to land soft and match the slope pretty good. I don't think that tree's bugging him. He's kind of through it. And that's a huge putt. Huge putt. That's another one where you play this course enough, and yeah, I didn't want any part of that. You play this course enough, that putt Jose just made, if you're off a little bit, you hit that cage, you roll out of bounds. I mean, it can be a big number real quick, so hitting that's huge, and big birdie from Bones right there.
Yeah, big bounce back after the bogey.
Yeah, getting tied for the lead right there. Bones is a guy you watch out for. He catches a heater, and he's a guy who can just you can't catch him.
Hey, we got to show this Disc and Deals double take for this great putt by Jose. We're going to start calling him the Aviator.
I like it. He was doing some video work for a while. He went by Flying J.
Oh, okay. Dang.
I like both of them. He's flown over Foxtail before and sent me pictures of it.
Oh, that's sick.
So this was another one. We're kind of throwing what should be teeth of a headwind here, but because we're down in the valley, it's kind of swirly and you just don't quite know what it's going to do. I think usually the right plays, you throw fast and you throw a little bit more overstable and, just take what comes. You kind of throw it as hard as you can at that gap and see if you can get through there some. This is one I'm not even sure if Michael Babbitt were on this card today, if he'd be throwing over because there's so much headwind up there.
Mm-hmm.
Because anytime you get above those trees up there, it's not blocked and swirly. It's going to be straight headwind.
Bones going boss again.
Mm-hmm.
He got the 2 yesterday.
Little on the low side.
Still got a good skip.
Yeah, it gets through that cutout. Looked like it kind of hit like a wind shear slam there.
Is that same destroyer out of you?
Yes, it is. I've got another one that looks kind of similar, but that's the same one I threw on 4. Just a little overcooked.
Oh, but you got a decent skip.
It got good slide, yeah. Maybe it was lower than it was overturned, but it was. You'd still like to be a little bit further up there with this green.
And this is the actual T-bird he meant to throw.
Mm-hmm. And in my mind, that's a big shot for a T-bird. I mean, Jose's got a lot of power, so I don't doubt he can get it there. This is a hard one to get past, and I feel like you take as much advantage as you can with the big wing and just skip. Another big forehand here.
Yeah.
Little turned again.
It's the same disc.
Yeah, it might be rolling him, or wind might be getting him. Yeah, this is scrambly, but this is doable. Like, it looks like it's pretty annoying. There's a lot of good opportunities here.
Oh,
he took one I wasn't thinking he was going to take.
Yeah, a little bit deep too.
But yeah, a little bit deep. That can be an interesting and a little bit fast coming back down.
Oh,
that's perfectly fine though from there. Jose's got this. He's got a chance here.
Yeah, he does. Well, AVR.
That floaty nose up.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's pretty.
Yep. He's got that good bid. Yeah, this is one. Probably circle's edge. Maybe just a touch inside of it. You want it?
Oh.
I thought I got it. I thought I had it the whole way, and then it wasn't.
Oh man, he's deeper than I thought too.
He's deep back there. Yeah, this is one. I saw him get back there, and I in my mind I marked him for a 4 in my mind, and then he canned that. That's a big putt.
He's a great putter, man.
Uh-huh. A little bit of trivia on this one. That's not a Pro 28 like the other disc catchers out here. That's an old 24 chain I got from a guy who got it from Ted's Dread, one of the original private courses in Kansas City.
Oh.
No, it doesn't exist anymore, but hole 7. This one is one, when we get a win like this, it goes from pretty tough to like really tough because it should be kind of a tail right-left here. You've got to control your hyzer angle so much. This is one, I think if you had a big forehand in this one, you'd probably prefer to throw that. Anybody who's throwing a backhand, just going to be extremely touchy to hit the right angle on it. You hit too high and too much hyzer, it's going to puff you OB left. You overturn it, it's going to slam you into the ground. You're going to have an annoying, touchy approach. On top of beating the gap. Like, that's all after you beat the gap too.
Right.
So.
Right.
Still one of the lower and a little bit of slip there.
Okay, a little short.
little short, not too bad. He can manage from there. This is that same Firebird that I threw on hole 1.
Okay, okay.
Honestly, calling it a Firebird, it's more of a T-bird. It's old star. See, I thought I hit it. I hit everything right but the height there because I didn't trust it was going to flip right. I was worried about it getting sawed off and left, and so hit it too low and then flips over, wind slam. Jose's probably throwing that T-bird 3.
Yep, T-bird again. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's a chance. That's a really good chance with the wind the way it is. He's kind of putting at a safe angle. I mean, he could puff up and go left OB, but like he's not looking straight at OB, so that's helpful. His forehand could be nice. Gets over and doesn't get over. Is that the same disc he's been throwing or a different one?
No, he stabled up to a PD2.
Okay. Yeah, and I just tried to chip a pig up and left more than I really care for there. This one gets a little fast on the backside. That OB is really close on the top side, and I got a little scared of it. Sometimes knowing a course really well can be hurtful.
Yeah,
you know what to be afraid of, and guess where that disc goes.
Yeah. It's actually really impressive.
You're saying he should be sponsored by Twisted Teas, which is true, but he should also be sponsored by whoever makes that.
Yeah, I actually don't even know.
I knew at one point. I don't recall offhand, but he might need to drop an email, or maybe I will when we're done here. Say, pick up this Bones kid.
Hey.
There you go. Hey, I'm at a putt. Those are the frustrating ones. Jose's wishing I'd cut that, I think.
Yeah, he was letting you know.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, made it.
Is that someone's drive? That's pretty nasty.
Yeah. We do a second day at the championship. We do CTPs or long drives on every single hole. So that way, since it's a big single division tournament, we got 50 golfers in a single division. That way, if you're way out of it, you can still win something. So this one gets, we should be, pretty much straight headwind, slightly to the left a little bit. This is one where it's harder to get the distance that you really want to score here. Just because that headwind, you got to throw up over these scrubby trees in the middle, and you get a little bit nose up, saws you off, leaves you short, or you just don't penetrate the way you need to.
Man,
Once you get... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I bet this played a lot tougher today.
It was the 7th hardest. There's a couple harder, 0.6 over par, though. I mean, today, the second day scored significantly harder. We didn't have it. There were some that were in that range, but for being the 7th hardest and more than half a stroke over. If you get far enough up there, this is a spot where the wind will be decently blocked for you on the leeward side of that hill.
Yeah, this drive is so tough, though, in this headwind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I hit that destroyer again, just kind of hit it up, and this is my slightly more stable one, same one I threw on hole 1. Decent distance on it, not what you'd expect on a calm day, but
yeah, it just doesn't want to come back in that headwind.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I wonder if he's got an advantage being a pilot now, if he's looking up at the jet stream and.
Dang it! I was gonna make that joke. That's nice.
That's a good turn.
It is. Wow.
Yeah, that's a good shot right there. He's basically about the same spot I ended up, a little bit more right.
The forehand here, huh?
I can't even dream of a forehand this big. This is a lot of juice to get that. It's like 430 to where it really gets serious on the slope, but it plays bigger than that.
And in a headwind.
Uh-huh.
Pretty.
That over there.
Yeah. Didn't
A
quite
little
get
on the
there,
short
but
side.
pretty
Not
close.
to the nice grass, but good enough. Yeah, switching to that backhand is probably a good idea here. From this far back, honestly, this is where you need to be thinking about getting a par. Whatever can get you a par, you're okay with.
All right, right in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Probably not how you draw it up, but it works out.
And we're
Bones it.
going destroyer again, just like we did.
Holy cow.
Oh my God.
That was out of position by a good stretch, and for him to get to there, I mean, that's a serious throw. If he misses that throw, I mean, just by a little bit, he hits that tree, he's 40 feet in front of himself. This is why I don't lay up, because sometimes it's hard.
Yeah, I mean, it's
being out of position there. Jose's throwing this, kind of really awkward leaner patent pending. And he's also just get to the middle and move up.
yeah, maybe pinched himself a little.
Yep, he's more left than he wants. He left himself far enough back. He'll be okay. It's just more annoying than you'd really like it to be. Yeah, Cody got pretty far up there then. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is manageable. If this is one where if he'd been another 20 feet, it gets really awkward. Doable, but awkward. But he's far enough back here. He's got a little Anheuser forehand.
But man, think about how many times he's had to stretch out already this round.
Mm-hmm. This is definitely a course for scramblers. If you don't like to scramble, it's a tough round. But if you enjoy the challenge of being in awkward positions, then there's a lot of awkward positions to be in. Yeah, I was trying to set that a little higher. That was my old broken pig. I was trying to set a little higher and see if I could scare the chains, and I was too scared to give it the height it needed. This would be a big birdie.
Oh yeah.
Huge. Huge.
Taking the lead.
Getting that birdie there to take the lead. That's when Bones is on a mission right now.
Yeah, Cody unfortunately has to get to a knee here.
Mm-hmm.
Hits the tree behind, and he's right back underneath.
Yep.
So this would be for par for Jose.
Mm-hmm. This is a range that you're gonna really want to make, and you're really upset when you don't. Definitely there. It doesn't happen too much where you don't see a lot of rollaways on this, but for some reason it's always kind of in your head, like I don't want to hit short and roll back.
All right, Cody in for the bogey. Oh, you got a caddy cameo.
Oh yeah, that's my friend Kevin. He's I learned with Kevin about I guess 20 years ago now.
That's awesome.
Lives in San Diego now. Comes back just to play the tournament, sponsors it, and helps us succeed. And we're back to hole 9. What was the toughest hole yesterday is now the third hardest today. I think that's just partially because it's out of the wind. This side hill over here on the left side is all of the north and is completely blocking most of the wind that you're going to be feeling on this hole. So instead of 0.9 over, I think it played 0.8 over. Yeah, so people kind of figured it out a little bit. And then it's also maybe just a little bit easier by comparison.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe people decided not to get as aggressive the second day.
I think
take their medicine.
I think that's a big part of it. You get the drive figured out too, and you can negotiate the rest of it. I think this drive is the most demanding shot.
Pilot again.
Mm-hmm. He's throwing that disc well. Ends up a little bit short. Honestly, he's okay there though. That's something he can still end with a par. And this is a MD3. That was just about as perfect as I could throw that shot.
That's beautiful.
It's just hung up a little bit right next to that walnut, but that's just it. just exactly how you draw that thing up.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Jose throwing T-bird again.
You know it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think, like I said in the first video, this is a course you find a disc you're comfortable with. You want to throw it because you need to be comfortable. Doesn't matter if it's going as far as everybody else is or whatever. You got to throw it to the middle, and you got to be comfortable. Gets a little stick. Just kicks over a little bit. He's still scramblable. Oh, I remember this shot. I was terrified when Bones was lining this up.
Yeah.
That hackberry on the right side.
TL3. Look at this shot, though.
It's beautiful. And he didn't break his hand. And he's right next to another tree again to try to do it again. Oh, man. I remember we were all watching him on that one thinking, you shouldn't throw this. We don't want you to break your hand bones. I mean, he's in the lead by 2 strokes right now, and he's throwing that kind of shot. That's...
Oh, he tried to go roller, didn't get it down fast enough.
Mm-hmm. Jose, just a little bit left side over here leaves you in some awkward spots. Makeable. Kind of controls the distance you really want to try to get here.
Oh, wow, though.
Yeah, that's clean. Slides down. That's
what
a good
shot.
Mm-hmm.
That was a wraith out of him.
Nice.
Yeah, you're in a tough spot here, too.
Yeah, just kicked a little bit right on me. Pretty good, though. See, I'm throwing that Firebird again. As much as I was scared about Bones, I'm scared about my hand on that backswing, too. Almost hit my little chainsaw sculpture over there and then hit the next one that's going to be one in the future. That's a good play, probably. And you don't want to go into the zinnias right there, but taking your medicine can be important. If he can just get to the cow skull, then he can get up and get down for, I believe, a par. Be pretty dang good.
Yeah, but he's going high and made it through.
Yeah. And it stayed, too. Sometimes you take that too much angle and it rolls down the hill on you. Oh, boy, that tree right next to Bones again.
Yeah.
He's got this gap lined up. You can get all the way to the pin from here. It's an excellent shot to do it. But it's definitely doable. Looks like he's got his hex in his hand.
Yep.
Low. Oh. Yeah. That was a bit much aggression. This is a destroyer. So I'm only 300 from the basket maybe, but this isn't about distance again. This is hit the line with the disc, you know where it's going. Hit it a little bit high. Got a little bit lucky.
Trickled up the left side, yeah.
Mm-hmm. The fairway's a little bit more open on the left side up there, so if you're going to miss, you kind of want to miss left on it. You can get up and try to get a putt. Well, that's a great shot.
Yeah.
Just wonderful.
Oh, sweet. For someone that doesn't forehand either.
Yeah. He's got a much better forehand than he gives himself credit for. But he's got such a great backhand, it's hard to throw it sometimes.
Yeah. Jose AVR3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love the turn.
That's a great turn on that one. That's fun to watch. So I'm counting right. This is a birdie putt.
No, is it?
I think so.
Oh, yeah, because he made it through. One. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, stabbed it. That was circle's edge or so, and that ceiling kind of was getting in my head. I knew I had to punch it a little bit more than I wanted, and my putt's been a little bit pitchy lately. Stabbed at it and said, that's a good little 5.
Yep, good par. And if I'm not mistaken, this could be a birdie for Jose.
I think so.
Man, that second shot was so phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's huge. From being on the left side, you almost never see birdies coming from even a little bit left side on this. That's a huge birdie.
Yeah. Okay.
I miscounted
Bogey out of
Cody's.
Cody.
Yeah, miscounted one. These big par fives get hard to remember your score, let alone everybody else's.
Oh, yeah. All right, and you'll tap in, and just like that,
Through
the
9.
front half of the final round is in the books. And look at that. Bones taking a 3-stroke lead into the back 9. But if you remember anything about yesterday, there's a lot of strokes to lose and gain there. And I'm going to give you a little spoiler. There's some smoking hot shooting from the chase card fighting for a position on the lead card. So you don't want to miss it. Make sure you come on back. Big shout out to everyone that made this happen. Course prep by Matt Jenkins. All the sponsors, BKS, Artisan Ales, Tech Discs, Dynamic Discs of Kansas City, Kevin Simpson, Bob Goodwin, Quentin Shaw, Dan Bells, and of course our title sponsor for the coverage, Under Par. Thank you all so much, and I hope to see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye now.